Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Becker. I serve as the president of Chautauqua Institution, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this absolutely magnificent facility. This is a very happy day every year in the history and the program of Chautauqua. This is where we overtly exercise a cooperation that runs very deep between this institution and the Robert H. Jackson Center. Now, the center is located in Jamestown. If you haven't been there yet, you really ought to take the 15-minute trip to go down to the center. It's a repository of some really solid history about America and about a particular American in his place in history, which has been so incredibly significant. That center's creation obviously focused on the fact that Justice Jackson was from Jamestown, was really generated by the passion and energy of two human beings. Greg Peterson, an attorney in the local area whose passions extend to, let's say, baseball. Well, no, we won't go into them all. But in any case, his remarkable passion for the development of this center, along with a predecessor of mine, Dan Bratton, who spent 16 years as president of Chautauqua Institution and faced retirement to become the executive director, president of the Robert H. Jackson Center, a job that he was relishing. And unfortunately, pancreatic cancer came between he and that objective. There is a certain poetic circle to the fact that Adam Bratton is the current executive director of the Jackson Center, and I find great joy in that fact. Adam's in the back of the room over there. You might recognize Dan's profile, though he's better looking than Dan was. This afternoon's program, as the partnership that I just indicated, is really the fifth of these lectures we've given in the last 5 years. We've covered subjects in legal, justice, and academic circles. In just a moment, you're going to hear from John Q. Barrett. John is an extraordinary historian and, frankly, narrator of American history. He's also a specialist in areas of the law, and within that, he has a remarkable history with Robert H. Jackson. If any of you are on his email blast site, you know that as the court makes a decision or as someone from Congress refers to Jackson and carries some quote, John quickly corrects all of that, puts it in the proper perspective, and says, no, this is what he was really talking about. He is a fabulous narrator and interpreter of Justice Jackson. He's also the editor of That Man, which is an insider's portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt that Justice Jackson had written but had not published. And so John's work along those lines is also a very important contribution to American history and to understanding Roosevelt from the point of view of Justice Jackson, who, as you know, in addition to being a Supreme Court justice, was also the American prosecutor of the Nuremberg trials. That history is deep and rich, and John evokes all of it with both scholarship and a real narrative talent. Ladies and gentlemen, John Q. Becker.